Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to be discussing my predictions for Season 8's map changes, and also we are going to be discussing the rip for Season 7. So this will be kind of like a memorable video that we can kind of look back on in the future and just check out all of these locations from Season 7 that may not be here in Season 8. And you know, I'm not going to go over every spot on the map because I could spend 2-3 hours just driving around, or flying around should I say, looking at every single location in like little bit of detail or tons of detail depending on what you guys wanted. But you know, I'm not going to do that. In today's video I'm going to talk about the idea of Season 8's predictions and also talk about a few locations which probably will be a rip and take a little look at them before they go. Also, for those wondering out there, if you haven't already, go and enter my support creator code because I'm going to be giving a bunch of shout outs on tomorrow's Season 8 videos and the hype is going to be real on them. So make sure you go and enter code postboxpat into your item shop and you'll be gaining a bunch of different shout outs throughout them videos if you tweet me at postboxpat or message me on my support a creator section in my Discord, and you'll be sure to get a shout out from that. Again, you can use the hashtag code postboxpat on Twitter or in the comment section down below as well, which are really awesome methods, and hopefully I'll be adding a few of you guys into future videos from that. Anyway, let's jump into this and show you guys what is going on with this. So there was rumors that the first map change was going to be the Tilted Towers building being knocked down. Now at the stage we are currently at, we know that Wailing Woods is starting to grey. I've had so many people tweet me about that. I know I haven't covered it on my channel 100%, but throughout the last few days Wailing Woods has slowly been starting to get darker and darker. The grass more of kind of like a browny colour rather than grey, but you get the idea, like a fire type texture, whereas like fire has burnt it kind of. And then this building apparently was meant to fall down. At this moment in time that's not the case. It still could happen. We have 14 hours left. I doubt it, but we could possibly see it within this Season 8 trailer tomorrow morning. Interesting concept there, which we can probably expect to happen in the next few days or so. Also, for those wondering as well, there are a few other major things which I suspect to happen in Season 8. Wailing Woods is obviously going to be a location where something is going to happen. We've had all these earthquakes kind of indicate something. They're obviously hinting towards something, and the complete texture of Wailing Woods is really starting to change right now. It's very dark. You know, I haven't played Fortnite in a few days properly. I've just been doing the teasers, and when I come over here and just fly over, I start to think to myself, we're definitely going to get something happen over here. The whole place looks like it's going to burn and get completely destroyed. So you can see that right here. The whole area is starting to fade right now. You can even see it within the maze. You can see this is the old green Wailing Woods used to be. I used to think that looked like grass, but now the whole place has definitely changed its texture, even all the trees. So what we can expect probably is Wailing Woods to be on fire or completely get removed during the Season 8 trailer, and we're definitely going to see some map changes over at Wailing Woods. That's a pretty obvious one. A lot of people have been saying about that one, and that is probably the most obvious map change that we're going to get. Regarding other locations on the map, I suspect that the block will still remain in the game because it's a very awesome thing that Fortnite are doing. Unless they are going to struggle to find new blocks, then they may completely remove the idea of the block and replace it with something else. We also have a few different leaks as well all over the map with X marks the spots. So many people have been tweeting me about different X like kind of patterns like this one here. If you can see, is it going to render in that X there, things like that. People have been tweeting me about things like this, saying that this is where the pirates are going to land. It would make sense for the pirates to land on this side of the map because they'd be coming from this sort of location over here where we've seen the fire in the distance and stuff. You know, we've been seeing like little fire lights over there. Sometimes they appear at night, sometimes they appear in the day. I've covered them in a few different videos, but I don't know if that's just a glitch or anything, but it could be. And then people have been saying that X marks the spot, that this one here, which was located somewhere around here, I've forgotten where it was now, I've completely lost it, but you just saw it before. You know, over here people were saying that's where the location is going to be, where the pirate ship is actually going to land, and you can see it there, it's right there. So yeah, this is where people were saying, which would make sense, it would be a perfect location, but then again, would the block still be the same? I don't 100% know, and it kind of leads to here when you follow these earthquake cracks, about to say quacks, lol. But anyway, the few things on here that do kind of indicate to me that pirates are definitely coming with that one. Now with the idea of the cracks in the ground, I don't 100% know what that is actually hinting towards. The thing with Season 8 so far, we have a lot of things to consider. We have the Fire King, we also have pirates now from the teasers, we now have cracks all over the ground, and we have the dragon eggs as well. So what are these actually going to take, like what are they going to do, how are they going to take place in the storyline? I'm not 100% sure just yet. We've also seen in the recent teaser, if you guys haven't checked that video out already, we've seen that there is a banana slash ghost type skin, I like to call it. It kind of looks like a banana ghost when I look at it, but it is a banana skin, and people are theorying or coming up with theories that Tomato Town will be replaced with this banana place. Very interesting, because I guess that would work. Tomato Town, or Tomato Temple that it currently is, has been here for a while now and is a little dull location. I think completely wiping it and changing it and even making this whole area into a new point of interest would work out pretty well. So we'll completely restructure this area. It's something that we may suspect tomorrow. I do want to say rip though if that is the case, because I wouldn't want Tomato Temple to go. But I guess if it does happen, it does. Now, cargo containers have been here since day one. And again, this location could be a cool point for Fortnite to change up. That's the same with a few other locations as well. For example, this location over here with the camper vans could get a change. Even Lonely Lodge could get a change in this sector of the map. So they clearly are focusing on more of kind of like an older section of the map. This entire section that I'm flying around right now, we can definitely suspect a lot of changes to be in this area tomorrow. This is probably going to be like the new, brand new area, which a bit like we had for Season 6 in the ice area. Now, regarding Season 7, sorry, not Season 6. When I say Season 6, that was not that area at all. That was Loot Lake area and kind of the cube. So, sorry, Season 7. So, we've also got Season 7 changes which will probably get changed up a little bit. I don't think the snow biome will get removed though. I do feel like it'll stay in the game for one extra season and then it'll go in Season 9. That's what I believe anyway with the snow biome. We've seen that in the past with other biomes. For example, Paradise Palms came in Season 5 and is still in the game today. So I assume the snow biome may get cut back a little bit. We may see the snow getting cut back to around Polar Peak. We may see Greasy slowly start to melt. I reckon that'll be more of a Season 9 type thing, seeing Greasy return. And I also believe that the Viking village over here may get a few changes towards the end of Season 8 or even the start. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think this will get a change. We may even see the boat fall off in the trailer. Still not 100% sure. I feel like that's more of a Season 9 type thing though. There are a few things though. For example, Frosty Flights definitely will need changing if the planes get wiped out of the game. So I actually made a render, or kind of a glitched render of this sector of the map, and it kind of looked like it had been melted down. Maybe we'll see Frosty get abandoned, or maybe we'll even see pirates approach from this direction as well. For example, 2 different pirates. These ones could be on the Ice King's team, or could be a completely different third party type thing, maybe some sort of bounty hunter or something landing in over there, or the pirates could be fighting against each other as well as the Viking versus Ice King. So 2 huge storylines going on in game. Again, another little theory from me. While we're flying around the map, do take note that some of these locations may not be here tomorrow, and it's very sad. For example, locations like this may see a complete wipe tomorrow, and we could lose the factories over here. We could also lose Flush Factory as well. We still have a little bit of remains from Flush Factory, and it still has the AIM flag on top of it, and we could maybe gain a bit of Flush Factory or completely lose it again. I don't know what's going to happen with all that sort of stuff that's going on. A few other point of interest, which I believe may get changed a little bit, would probably be the Lucky Landing area with Dumpling. I don't think Lucky Landing will get completely wiped because of Dumpling being recent, and I do think they're going to bring out Dumpling skin. So maybe Lucky Landing will stay, but if they do decide to rearrange Lucky Landing, I do believe Dumpling will still stay, and it may just be this one building. But that's probably unlikely, but you know, if they do, I think Dumpling will still be in the game. Paradise Palms, again, is a location which came in Season 5 and does need revamping a little bit. So we may see some of these side locations get changed up. For example, this location over here may get turned into some sort of pirate bay with the water around it and stuff. It may work perfectly that. And it's like a sandy biome as well, so that worked quite well, like a beach type thing, and we could also see that happening in other locations as well. We've also got to consider that these locations where the Air Force bases are, I don't know if these will be in the game for Season 8. I don't know about the zip lines. The zip lines may get removed, but with Fortnite recently adding the interact button, that could hint to me that maybe they're not going to get removed. But I have a feeling that zip lines may get wiped just because of the AIM kind of bases that they deployed for Season 7 are going to get removed as well. That's if they get removed. I don't know 100% if that's going to be the case. Again, these are only predictions from what I'm thinking from a developer's point of view. Now, another thing to note is the banana skin. Like I was saying, we may even see the banana skin pop up on the map with its own sort of food brand in-game. We know that Softies also popped up with a little whip. He actually popped up as a skin in Fortnite Battle Royale, so hopefully the banana skin that we get in the Season... wow, my seasons are really off. In the Season 8 Battle Pass will get an addition as well within a stall inside the Fortnite universe, which would make sense. The race course could get wiped, maybe, not 100% sure. And also vehicle-wise, 80Ks could get removed from the game if they decide to wipe the race course and the... I was about to say Lucky Landing, but not Lucky Landing, the actual golf course, Lazy Links. So if they were decided to wipe Lazy Links, I think 80Ks could get removed from the game. that depends on what other vehicles they add into the game. I do think if they remove the 80Ks and the planes, there'll be quite a lot of uproar in the community. So I feel like the 80Ks will probably remain for that sort of squad vehicle traveling type thing, you know, because we have the drift boards, which are probably going to stay in the game, not 100% sure though. And also we have the quad bikes as well. I like to call them quad bikes, but they are the quad crashes. Obviously they would be interesting if they got removed. I feel like that would be something that a lot of people would be upset about. But, you know, we'll have to see where they're going to go with it. We don't know exactly where Epic Games are going to go with all this sort of stuff. So I do have a little bit of a feeling that Lazy Links may see some sort of changes tomorrow or even get removed, because it's the sort of areas where the cracks have been taking place now and they are starting to trash the golf course. So potentially that could happen. And also with the idea of the golf ball being removed from the battle pass and you can't get access to it anymore, a lot of new players won't be able to actually try out the golf course unless they played in season 5 when it was introduced, when they could gain access to the golf ball, unless they reintroduce a different golf ball, like a pink version or a purple, or actually there already is a purple, like a blue or a yellow or a different golf ball, so people can actually try out the golf course again. Because I know a lot of people would want to try out the golf course if they had the golf ball, and not everybody does. So you've got to consider this sort of stuff. Like when they're changing stuff up, they kind of go off what the battle pass is, and that's why I think Lazy Links may see a removal in tomorrow's update. Other locations which relate to the actual battle pass as well and the season are locations like Motel and Junk Junction. I was 100% certain almost when I was making some of the earlier map change videos this season that this side of the map would be the next change for the Fortnite Battle Royale universe. You know, you've got locations like Junk, which is still here, this theatre place or movie location, which I think's been in the game since season 4, but I'm not 100% certain on it. We also have this location over here, which has been in the game now for a few seasons when the quad crashes were introduced. So a few changes around this area, which I believe should have been changed maybe in the next season, but I can't guarantee it. So maybe Haunted Hills and this location up here, which I guess is pretty new. I'm pretty sure it's got added in season 7. So, you know, this location up here by Haunted, I don't think they'll remove Haunted just yet, but if they do, it will be a good choice because not only people land on this side of the map, and there are so many new areas. Just imagine just wiping this side of the map, maybe not pleasant, but wiping everything else. And you could even move the point of interest to here. You could have like an empty space here and here where Junk are, so Haunted and Junk could be empty spaces, and the next point of interest could be behind Pleasant over here. So you could have kind of like a huge empty space around that corner, or even cut out the map a little bit. Maybe something kind of destroys it, or it like wears away or something. I don't know exactly what could happen there, but you know, corrosion could cause the map to fall off or something, which would be pretty interesting. So stuff like that is possible, and I hope Fortnite do consider stuff like that. You know, there are things as well like the umbrella location here, which has been in the game since season 4 challenges or season 3 challenges. One of the first battle stars was here, like the second one or something. I think it was week 2. It was located here. It was like searching between an umbrella, something else, and something else. I'm not too sure if it was season 3 or season 4, and this has been here since that challenge. So will we see this get removed and replaced with something else? Again, possibly. So, you know, this has been a weird video and just me predicting stuff in tomorrow's update, and I will have it all covered straight on the channel. Again, my predictions may be wrong because map changes are harder to predict than the storyline. I thought there's no point in me predicting the storyline because I've already done that in all my previous storyline videos. You know, you could say any location is going to get changed. I could go over the entire map saying this location is going to get changed, this location is going to get changed, this location is going to get changed. The obvious locations that aren't going to get changed, in my opinion, would probably be Tilted Towers. I'd probably say Retail Row as well. We've also got all of the snow biome. I don't think much of the snow biome will get much changes. For example, Polar Peak will stay in the game, Happy Hamlet will stay in the game. I don't think the actual Frosty Flights will stay in the game due to the planes. I also think the Loot Lake will stay in the game as well because it's quite a cool location and it has a lot of story behind it. Pleasant Park is on a little bit of an iffy one for me. Snobby Shores has potential of being removed, this whole sector of the map. This football pitch location, I think that will stay in the game. And other locations like Fatal will stay in the game because it's the only farm we have left. Paradise Palms will probably stay in the game. Don't want to say Lonely Lodge now because it's so close to Wailing Woods. Probably still see the Dusty Diner in the game and Retail because, you know, Retail, that's where the fast food restaurants are currently. Is near enough guaranteed that Retail's going to still be in the game. Wow, Dirtburger, you are very blurry. But yeah, you get it, guys. I think they are the locations that are most likely going to stay. All the others have a potential of changing. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video though. Do remember to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell for tomorrow's update. I'm going to be uploading at least 4+ videos tomorrow. It's going to be an insane day. I'm really hyped for it and I hope you guys are too. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.